Hello, good morning. Yes, as always, we face next match. We have very interesting and very important match. We are in this battle to fight for the European spots that they give access for these qualifiers, and we are going to face now Varaždin that they overcome us after the last round. So we are in 2 points difference, and it's going to be interesting for us. It's high motivation because it's our main competitor now for this third place, and there we are. We are preparing the match. Taking advantage of this, that talking about the probabilities to get access to Europe spots in the end of the league, I did a little analysis of what is the impact that the teams that they have reached finals in Euro competitions, what is the impact in the league performance. And to don't make very, very, very long and very boring, I took just the last 8 teams that they reached the last 8 rounds in conference. That is the competition that we were playing. And according to the league performance today, there are the ratings, the probabilities to get access to the Europe spots for the next season. So this is B-Soccer provider of data that is a public company. You can check it. And it's interesting because from these 8 teams, there are 2 that they, at this moment, 100% in Europe spots for the next seasons. That they are Shakhtar, that is in semifinals, and the other team is AEK Athens, that they lost in the previous round and in this round against Rayo Vallecano, the Spanish team. These 2 teams, they have 100%. The other 6, I have here in the list because I don't know by the memory, but the other teams' probability are this. So you have Strasbourg, that is the thing we face, and is one of the favorites to win. According to the league performance, they have 2% of probability to get access to Europe spots, according to the league. Crystal Palace, that is maybe the second main favorite for a trophy, they have 3%. 3. Then you have Mainz and Fiorentina, for example, 2 other teams, 0%. Then you have also Rayo Vallecano, my Spanish team, that they did amazing performance last season to get access to Euro spots, and they are competing amazing in conference, reaching the semifinals. They are 3 points above the relegation. They are out of possibilities to play for Europe spots this league. And there is AZ Alkmaar from Netherlands. They have 19%. And what is our probability according to this data provider? 64%. Just to the league battle. And then we have plus the cup. We have the option also in the cup. What I mean with this, that what I said always, there is a big impact for the teams that they have to play Euro competitions and they reach till the last rounds, and they have a big impact in the league. So I think that I always saw that I am always positive, and I always congratulate the players, our players, because they are doing very big effort, and in my opinion, very good performance with our ups and downs, like all the teams, that we can compare in Europe, that they are more or less in the same situation with a lot of games, with the impact from Europe. And I am happy to see that we are not in the numbers like the others. We are in very good numbers in terms of probability to fight now in the end of the season for this. And then I come back also to the other question that we have been talking many times during the season about rotations. So for me, it's very important, and this is my philosophy also, because I have explained that how important are all the players in the squad. This is the league. We are talking about the league. It's not about one match. It's about all the matches. And during the season, you need all the players. If you play just with 14 players, you are going to reach the end of the season with many players out of motivation, out of performance, out of shape, and you get the risk of injuries with the players that you are using the most. That was one of the points that my president told me when I arrived here. That was one issue that was coming here. He didn't know how were the new players, but they were playing always the same players. So I explained my philosophy, and I have all the respect for all the models, but I have my philosophy, and I explain. I am brave to change players even when we are winning, because I understand that the season is very long. I am very grateful to have the possibility to be the coach of a team that is playing in Europe, that gives us the possibility to fight for Europe trophy and the responsibility to deal one season full of matches. And this is one of my points. Use all the players. And I think that thanks to that, now we are in this rating of probability to fight for the European spots for the next season, plus the extra option in the cup that we have shown that we are not the best, the only team that we are able to compete against Dynamo. So, in my opinion, I am very positive always, and I think we are going to make an amazing final against them, and we have very good probability to get the trophy. That this is my main concern when I came here. You come back to my words. When I arrive, I come here to fight for trophies. Unfortunately, in the league, we are very far, and this is for me the most disappointing for the performance of this season. But there is an explanation. We cannot kill ourselves being unrealistic. Check the environment of the other teams that they have been more or less in the same situation, and they are far away from the probabilities we have now to fight for Europe spot. So I think this is interesting analysis because in the environment I heard many things, and I am going to continue the same.
Good morning. Any updates on injuries?
We have Viñato back to the trainings, so this is the positive news from the hospital. The others, they are continuing in their process of recovery. So we have for this match not only the impact from the injuries from the last game, not against Dynamo. We have one more injury with Husic. I forget this. We confirmed yesterday the diagnosis, and he has a muscle rupture. So in the time we are now to the end of the season, difficult to see him back before ending the season. So this is the update for Hus. And what else? Yes, Viñato coming back, and then we have also the impact for the cards from the last match against Dynamo. We have the suspension of Orec because the 2 yellow cards that we can now, after analyzing our match against Dynamo, I am ready to talk about again my predictions before the matches and my concern about the referees. Not the personal referees, about their criteria, how they deal with the same kind of actions. So talking to Orec, you can say he got the first yellow card. In my opinion, this is a normal foul, and this is not any even yellow card. If you see all the fouls that Dynamo make against us, many of them are the same like this first yellow card. Then the second, if you use this criteria to get a penalty for this grab and then give the second yellow card, for an action that is a penalty, why you don't give yellow card for the penalty they make on Las Iscas? Or why don't whistle penalty with the VAR for the grab that Misic make to the neck of Goyak? That is same kind of situation. So this is my concern about referee, about criteria. And I understand that the referee during the game, he can miss an action. But for that reason is the VAR, and they have time to check everything and to use the similar criteria. But when you see this kind of action that is one color is white for one team, black for the other, you get angry with this. The penalty we got against Daniel is a red card. There is no discussion. There is no discussion with the rules, because when you go to the rules and then when a player is about to score a goal, the last player, clear chance to score, and the opponent make a foul on him without playing the ball, without option to play the ball, targeting directly the player, this is specifically in the rules, this is a red card. And I asked this for the fourth official, and he told me that when there is a penalty, there is not red card anymore. So imagine how we feel. How can change a game? You get the second goal, you get the lead, and you have one more player. And I repeat my respect for referees. It's a very difficult job, but I only asking same criteria. Not the same, exactly the same is impossible. Always there's got to be a gray zone. But many issues. I remember now the meeting we make at the beginning in the season in Zagreb, all the coaches with the head of the referees explaining us their criteria. For the next season, hopefully, I would like to be there to talk about the many things, about criteria. To help referee, not to take advantage for my team. That also I have the responsibility to defend my club. I will do this. Now I'm here in Rijeka, and Rijeka is like my family, and I will defend them. And I don't need to attack anybody to defend them. I only need to ask what is fair, because we are fighting in the pitch fairly, with our tools, with our effort. We are not tricking anybody. And these things are painful.
Without 6-7 players, it's going to be really difficult in Varaždin. On which position, on what position do you have most dilemma or difficulty to find?
I like these dilemmas. It's my job. I don't like easy things. I like difficult things. I like difficult threats. I was Real Madrid player for 2 years, winning trophies, and I took the challenge to go to a lower level team to challenge myself to see how long can be my career. So as coach, I have the same mentality. I'm not waiting for the solutions. I think every day for the solutions when we have problems, and this is our life. So I'm sure that the match plan we are running, that today we are going to review, is going to fit very good for the match, and the players, they are going to behave like lions, like they are doing all the matches. And only we are going to be always with the positive thinking to get precision in the key actions, in attack and in defense, to get the good result.
Are you going to take some young players from school with you?
They are training with us during this week. They are training with us, some players from the U19, yes. But there are some issues because some players, they are not available to be in our list. So in the position that maybe we need more, there are some issues that, according to the registration, there are players that we cannot use. So, but anyway, we have also enough players from our list to compete. Now, this kind of matches is not to put pressure on kids. We don't have this kind of kid that is knocking the door to say, here I am, and I want to play. We have these kids is playing with us from the very first moment he's knocking the door. We are working with the U19 and the U17 and the most talented players. They are training with us oftenly, and we are helping us in their development. But they are not ready for this level of matches with this pressure, and we have to protect them. The process of development of the young players is very, very important. I was reading during this week one very interesting interview from Maresca, talking about one of the most promising players that he got during the time he was there in Chelsea, and how they were pushing to promote him before he was ready, even his body. 18 players, I don't remember now the name, Brazilian boy, very offensive player. How is in? I will tell you, because I have the names of my players and my opponent, but the others. But it's interesting. I recommend you to check this interview. I recommend you. It's very, very interesting because he's talking about something that is happening in many clubs. In many clubs, because it's the business. All the clubs, they need to sell players. All the clubs. It's very important. Estebao. All the clubs, they need to make big transfers. Then everybody is in the race to promote the young players. That this is the point we are talking. And if you don't care about the process for the kids, you are risking their health, because kids 18, 17 years old, they are not ready for the level in the first division. So you need to go carefully, gradually in the process. And then this is how we are working here in Rijeka under my direction of first team. And I am very happy because we have very good communication with the sporting direction, with the U19. The boys, they are very good behavior. They come with us. They make their best. They go to perform back to the U19 and they are very focused. So this is the process.
Few words about Varaždin.
I have said during the whole season that I think this is one of the more solid teams in terms of performance. It's not a coincidence that I'm not sure 100% about this data, but I think it's one of the few teams that they didn't change coach from the last year till this. So they are continuing a way and a style of playing, a model, and then the players, they are playing more automatically all the patterns. You see this in the match, how they adapt, how they have all the insights for their model, and they are doing very good. It's a very uncomfortable thing to face. We played against them 2 games, and both they were very tough. So we expect this. They have this model that they are doing men marking, so you need to be very strong in the duels. You have to be successful in high percentage in these duels that they provoke, because when you face a team that in the face of defense, they are using men marking model, you need to win them. by one against situations, but 1-2 is difficult to create the spaces. You need to create the spaces, you need to gain the spaces, and in the marking model, you need to beat your opponent. So we are preparing the game. We did last match here. We lost first one. We won the second one, and for sure it's gonna be tough. I speak about their defense, but just let me add. Also in attack, they are a dangerous team. They are using very good their patterns, and they have very good players in the final third. Very good strikers. They have very good number of goals. They have dangerous wingers with quality, with experience. So and a good fitness condition. It's a tough team. Very balanced. As I said, very consistent in between the both phases, attack and defense.
When you came here, someone said of the experts that you are building something that needs time to be built. So my question is, how much time, and is it going on your plan? How are you satisfied up till now?
I said them many times. I cut you these kind of questions with all my respect, because now is not the moment for me to make a balance. I make a little summer up, but I said now, in general, in the introduction, I think it's a kind of summer up. I am very, very satisfied to be, at this point, one of the best teams in Europe in terms of the probability to get our target to play in Euro competitions, with the ups and downs, and in circumstances that you reach a team where you don't have make your precision, you don't have make your trainings, and you don't have make the decisions on the squad. But this is the most common scenario for a coach to start his job. I have done this many more times, so I am used to that. And then time. I don't ask for time. I am just focused in the next game. This is also, you can ask these experts. And for me, the most important is my club, my board, my sporting director team, and my president. They are the ones that they have to decide how long they want we work together.
Okay, talking about the chances, in your opinion, Europa League or Conference League?
In my opinion, Europa League.
But you would have to start earlier in Europa League, right?
Better. We love football. We don't need many days of holidays.
No summer, no Spain, no
Why?
beach.
It's too hot. It's better to be training. Thank you.